Hey YouTube, just rolling out of her hair. Messy makeup, morning voice, morning hair. So YouTube, I'm kicked off my bus. We have a bus driver, and this bus driver doesn't know how to drive at all. Okay, we'll say this right here will be this will be the road, and then over here is the ditch. Where my thumbs are is where the road is, we'll just say. Okay, she came about this close to the end of the road, backing up, and we almost fell into the ditch. It was just like this. Wait. Okay, no, I can't do that. It's like, this is where we're supposed to back up. She ended up going out, seesawing this way, and eventually getting in there. But it's almost like half of the bus was tipped over a bit. This bus driver's nuts. She can't drive at all. I'm kicked off the bus, so I have no way to school. So you know what I'm doing? I'm making YouTube videos. Or one. Or, I don't know. I really don't really stick to YouTube that much. I try. But it's a hard thing to keep up with if there's lots of other things you do. But I love YouTube. I simply do. So all that is so messed up. Yesterday, I get on the bus, I'm sitting down, and I'm starting to listen to my music. And then a girl gets up, and she's like, hey, move back here. I was like, alright, so the bus is not moving. So I go and move back there to sit with her. I get back there, the bus driver's like, hey, you're not allowed to sit back there. You're not in grade 12. I'm just like, well, what if you're supposed to be in grade 12? What if you failed a bunch of times? You know, I mean, like, yeah, what if I'm older than the people that are in grade 12? It's fucked. It's fucked. Anyways, and she's like, yeah, you go back and sit in your seat. If you're wondering what this is, it's my makeup. It came off onto my hand. But it's fucking mental. It's mental. Then something else happens. There's a girl that's on the bus, and she's got her book bag. And she's sitting with a guy that is like 300 pounds, we'll say. And she herself is maybe 200 pounds. And together in one bus seat is like a lump and another lump, right? It's hard to do. You can't sit with someone who's a lot bigger than you are. You've barely got no spot to move, basically. What it looked like is they had no place to move at all. They couldn't breathe right. They couldn't move their arms. It was funny to see. Then the bus driver, she gets all pissed off that one of the girls that is sitting with this guy that's bigger, well, she wants to take her book bag and put it into another seat so she's got some room to breathe, some room to move. And then she asks the person up the aisle kindly, like nicely. She was like, yeah, you wouldn't mind grabbing my book bag and maybe sliding it underneath your seat or something, would ya? And she had no problem with it. But as soon as the book bag left the seat, the bus driver wouldn't stop. She's like, first of all, out of the aisle. Second of all, give me that book bag. And then she was like, it's my book bag. And she's like, well, you gotta put it in your seat. You can't put it in other people's seats. And then I was back there, and I was trying to listen to my music, and I was just like, just shut up. I was going like crazy, and then just more arguments and more arguments just, it ruined my morning. And then after that, there was something even more terrible. Right after that fact, she slams on the brakes, and everybody's pretty much catapulted forwards. I've got a bud that's up in the seat like maybe 3 rows away from me. His face goes flying into the seat. Like flying. Like all you saw was the back of his head going like that. I saw his hair in the back. Like that's how fast it was. It was just like a sudden swoosh right into the fucking seat. It was insane. And then he gets up and he's like, ah, my neck. And I was like, holy fuck, that's enough. And I got up and I was bitching and bitching and bitching and swearing. There's like fucking 6 rows of kids. 6 rows of little kids. Like 7 from like 5. No, I would say 5. I'd say from 7 to 11. That's how old they were. And I know swearing's a normal thing to do, and a lot of people swear. I wasn't just swearing. I was telling the bus driver how to do her job. I was telling the bus driver some really disrespectful things that someone shouldn't ever be exposed to on the bus, especially at the age of 7 to 11. I feel horrible about it now, but then it was just the adrenaline was pumping. Everybody was just there watching. They were watching it. Because it was sort of just like a little show. You know what? Just like a little show they could watch on the bus. I don't know.